two Casios to test today, the A158WA and the F91W. Let's see how it does. We're going to be starting off with a drop test. So face down about 4 feet. Work it up to about 6 feet. Good. Throw it on the floor, not too hard. I don't want to like really break it right now, but I do want to just put it past the drop. That's pretty good. That one was harder. Do one more time for good measure. That one's really hitting a lot harder. Oh, let's see what happened here. To my surprise, I don't know if you can catch this, but it is flickering back and forth. It's not even working actually. And I would really think the resin cased one would do better. Light's working. Oh, seems like we set the alarm. Saying it's still alive because it's alive. It's not completely blacked out. So we're going to continue on with the test. Now this is the mud test. Now normally I don't like doing it because it just kind of hurts to see these watches be put through the mud, but also because it's like 40 degrees outside. But right now we're going to shove these through the mud on top like this. I know this bracelet's going to be completely ruined after this because these style bracelets don't do too well when it comes to mud, but these are the watches now encased in mud, especially with these buttons. The real key here is to see if they still work after they're washed off. So I'm going to go wash these two off real quick and we'll see how they still do. Okay, so still working. Well, the F91W is still glitching out, but we'll just call it the A15, which is the metal one, working just fine. Light still coming on, can still switch modes like nothing happened. The bracelet, obviously we're going to hear some grit in there. Then with the F91W, still a surprise that it glitched out, but the light's still working. I could still push the buttons, but obviously they're not doing anything. Okay, now this one, I actually enjoy this one. So this is the band test, and we'll be actually I want to start off with the F91W. So if you're new to the channel, normally the spring bars are going to go quick, but sometimes it's surprising how hard they are to pull off, like this one. Normally this would have snapped on. Oh, look at that. So they don't normally break, but they do bend, but that was abnormally tough. Normally it's a lot easier to pull these off. I have to twist with this. That last one's not going anywhere. Oh, it went somewhere. The band itself, I always say this, the band itself, as always, when it comes to these rubber bands, you're never breaking them, ever. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I can't even get a good hold on this. I mean, I could try to break the buckle. Even then it's tough. It's tough. I cut myself from the spring bar. Yep. Can't break the buckle. Can't break the strap. I always forget the name. The metal version, A158WA. It's also like dash something. So these styled bracelets, I just know that they're not gonna, I mean, like one little bend, it's gonna crack. Not the most durable. Didn't crack this time, but it did keep that shape backwards. I think we snapped it now. I thought I saw a crack, maybe not. Okay, so that's good. I bent it both ways. Definitely out of shape, but let's see if we can bend it back. You can still wear that. It'd be harder because it's metal. I'm telling you, the other Casio too, you couldn't snap these off. I don't know if I don't have a grip, but by me pulling on this, I'm actually really bending this out of shape, but my gosh, bending the bracelet more than I'm bending the spring bar. That's insane. This might be the strongest spring bar ever to exist. Okay, that is a first. Twist it off, maybe. I'm actually genuinely surprised that the metal This metal bracelet is really tough. Okay, come on. Are you serious? What even is that? This is one of the strongest bracelets I've ever encountered. That's crazy. I don't know what to do from here. Into the scratch test. Light pressure. Just kind of going back and forth. And not picking up minor scratches. To go a little bit more force, just kind of right in the middle up here. You'll probably see it with more contrast. So right on the edge there. And a lot of times if we just wipe our finger across, it'll look less dramatic, a little less dramatic. But now I can kind of feel that with my nail versus these other scratches, can't even feel it. So it takes quite a bit of force to scratch this thing. I'm really digging in here and barely feel it with the nail. Glitching out on us, but it's alive. Again, lightweight scratch. I would actually say that scratched less than the other one. I'm not seeing really anything on here. Maybe some up on top. This actually created a sharper edge, so this is going to scratch a lot deeper. Yep. And still pretty noticeable, but I mean in this lighting, no, in all lighting it's pretty noticeable. I'm going to put these two in this pressure chamber here, and then I'm going to increase the pressure. Long story short, 0.1 MPa is about 10 meters, so we're going to work our way up to about 50 meters. Okay, so this would actually be a good time to invest in two cameras, but at least we can see the A150. What is the number? At least we can see the middle version working, because you already know this one's kind of half working, but we'll focus on that as we work our way up. So watches that are like 10 times the price is really fascinating. I'm going to try to work up to that 60 meter mark. Like I said, it kind of maxes out right before it. But I mean, we're right on the line. I'll call that 60. 60 meters, double than what it's rated. That's amazing right there. Honestly, if you only wanted Casios for your entire collection, I understand. And I support it. This is crazy. This is really some crazy stuff that you have. These watches are, first of all, so popular, and now for really good reason, but they're so inexpensive, and they are literally doing so much better than any other watch that I tested. And again, I've tested watches that are 3 times the cost of this watch. It's crazy. I do have to say though, it was a bit of a disappointment to see the F91W glitch out like this. I threw them with the same force. I think this one just hit, you know, just at a different angle, hit harder somehow, and it glitched out. It did not die though, so I think something just kind of went whack inside internally. But the fact that this one survived makes me think it was just a weird hit. But again, it didn't black out, so it was just kind of a weird hit, glitched out. I mean, man, these did great. I mean, one did great, one did good. But this was a fun one. I really enjoyed making it, and as always, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions on how I can make these videos better or watches you want to see tested next, leave a comment below. Happy to check it out. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, stay safe out there.